Hello again and welcome back to another session of Commerce class with me Suman Rathore. Students, we have already covered the concept of delegation of authority and decentralization of authority in detail in our previous videos. So today let's focus on understanding the difference between delegation of authority and decentralization of authority. So delegation of authority is the transfer of authority of routine nature from a superior to his immediate subordinate. And when this authority is delegated systematically to all the lower levels of management, then it is called decentralization of authority. So actually, decentralization of authority is an extension of delegation of authority. Now let's understand this with the help of a simple example. Suppose in an organization, the authority to approve the leave applications of employees is with the general manager. Now, as the organization grows in size and complexity, he delegates this authority of approving the leave application to the manager. Okay? So now this is the case of delegation of authority, where the authority of routine nature is being delegated from a superior to the subordinate, from general manager to the manager, individual to individual. Now अगर इसकी जगह पे जनरल मैनेजर अपनी अथॉरिटी ऑफ अप्रूविंग द लीव एप्लीकेशन सारे डिपार्टमेंटल हेड्स में इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देता है to approve the leave applications of their respective departments, then it is a case of decentralization of authority. Because here the authority is systematically distributed to all the lower levels of management. Okay? So ये तो हो गया हमारा meaning का difference. Now let's understand the other major differences between delegation of authority and decentralization of authority with the help of some points. Like first is nature. Now delegation of authority is an individualistic act क्योंकि ये individuals को affect करती है. And also it is a compulsory act क्योंकि कोई भी person सारे काम अपने आप अलग से नहीं कर सकता. So to lessen the burden, a manager can pass his or her work of routine nature to his or her subordinates. Whereas decentralization is a totalistic policy जो कि पूरे organization को as a whole affect करती है. It is done at the discretion of top level management and it is optional. ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि top level management अपनी authority को decentralize करे. Actually, it depends on the size of the organization. When an organization expands and grow in size beyond the capacity of top level management, then top level management अपनी authority lower level management के साथ share करना ज़्यादा सही समझता है. Now second is scope. Now delegation of authority is narrow in scope as it is confined to a superior and his or her immediate subordinate जिसको कि superior अपनी authority delegate करता है. Actually, when we delegate authority, we multiply it by 2. Whereas decentralization is wider in scope as it implies extension of delegation to the lowest level of management. Actually, जब हम decentralize करते हैं तो हम authority को सिर्फ 2 से multiply नहीं करते बल्कि we multiply it by many. Next is significance. Now delegation is necessary to reduce the burden of manager by getting help from another person for getting things done, and also it gives ample time to the managers to concentrate on policy matters and decision making. Whereas decentralization is necessary to increase the role of subordinates in the organization by giving them more autonomy. However, it is the top level management which decides whether to introduce decentralization in the organization or not. The next is withdrawal of authority. Now, authority delegated to a subordinate in case of delegation can be taken back and redelegated to another person. Actually, ये officers की sweet will पे depend करता है कि वो authority उस particular subordinate को दिए रखना चाहते हैं या उससे वापस लेना चाहते हैं. But in case of decentralization, authority cannot be withdrawn easily because it is pushed down the chain of command. एंड अथॉरिटी तभी विड्रॉ की जा सकती है जबकि टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट ये डिसाइड कर ले कि वो डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन की पॉलिसी को ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से एकदम ही हटा देंगे या फिर डिसकंटिन्यू कर देंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज ड्यूरेशन. अगेन डिलीगेशन ऑफ अथॉरिटी क्योंकि एक रूटीन नेचर वर्क के रिगार्डिंग होती है, किसी एक पर्टिकुलर टास्क के लिए होती है, सो इट इज़ मेड फॉर शॉर्ट पीरियड. Whereas decentralization क्योंकि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के पॉलिसी के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, उसके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के स्ट्रक्चर को टोटली चेंज कर देता है, सो इट इज मेड फॉर अ लॉन्ग पीरियड. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज कंट्रोल. Now, in case of delegation, the person who delegates authority keeps the power to control with himself. The subordinate does not have much freedom of action. Whereas in case of decentralization, control is exercised by the top level management in general manner, and divisional managers or the lower level management enjoys sufficient autonomy or freedom of action to take decision. Next is effectiveness or suitability. Now, delegation of authority can be effective in all kinds of organization, whether big or small. Or we can also say that it is more suitable for small and medium-sized organizations, where employees are interpersonally connected to each other. Moreover, small and medium-sized organizations में ज़्यादा focus इस बात पे किया जाता है कि सबऑर्डिनेट की मदद से किस तरह से किसी भी काम को पूरा किया जा सके. सो इट इज़ मोर suitable for small and medium-sized organization. Whereas decentralization is more suitable for big organization because in big organizations, levels of management are clearly defined with respect to their authority and responsibility. So by delegating authority in a systematic manner, which is the essence of decentralization, they can easily achieve the objectives of the organization and accelerate the development of talent for future. And last is relationship. Now, delegation of authority is interpersonal relationship between superior and subordinate. क्योंकि यहाँ पे सुपीरियर अपनी कुछ अथॉरिटी अपने इमीडिएट सबॉर्डिनेट के साथ शेयर करता है, whereas in decentralization it is basically a process towards creation of semi-autonomous organization because authority is distributed with all the levels and departments of the management. So it gives sufficient autonomy to all the divisions or departments to take decision in good faith of the organization. So now we can say that though delegation of authority and decentralization of authority look same, but they have their own conceptual differences. That's all for today. Thanks for staying in tune and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you and goodbye for now.